Video games are an inherently interactive medium, very unlike regular old video. I mean, you can't make me do anything while watching this, and as much as I ask you to like, subscribe, or join our Patreon, you don't have to react to it like a QuickTime event. But it would be nice if you did. Still, as much as games ask you to do things, many give you the option of doing nothing at all, and sometimes that's the most woeful decision or mistake you could ever make. Be prepared to get off your butt as we look at 7 times sitting on your hands and doing nothing was the worst option. Beware spoilers and regrets for the following games.
We shouldn't be out in the open like this. How about you help us clear the way, and we'll take you and your daughter out of here and down to my family's farm. It should be safer there.
I'm not her dad.
A good Samaritan.
Yeah, a good Samaritan.
Most people remember Telltale's The Walking Dead as a game about talking, but don't forget, it could also be a game about not talking. The branching narrative of the game was predominantly steered by you picking your preferred conversation option and holding your breath to see if you received the ominous X character will remember that message.
Things were bad before. Bad now, but they're different, you see?
People are eating each other.
But they weren't before. The banks, the politics, the crap. Those things are gone. Hell comes in a lot of different colors. Back in a bit.
Okay, Lee.
Are you judging me? Feels like you're judging me. But as Irish ex-Boyzone crooner Ronan Keating asserted in his 1999 solo single, sometimes you say it best when you say nothing at all. And The Walking Dead also always offers you the option to keep your trap shut instead of saying something.
Well, you don't say much.
Usually this lends the game a weird, awkward vibe as the rest of the survivors ask player character Lee for his opinion, only to be met with deafening silence.
How's she doing? Well, someone ought to ask her.
Hey, it's called The Walking Dead, not The Talking Dead. Leave me out of this. There is one occasion though where doing nothing is absolutely the worst option you can take. During episode 3 of the first season, Long Road Ahead, Kenny's son Duck has been bitten by a zombie and is on the brink of turning.
Lee, I need you right now. I need you to go get Ken.
At this point, Kenny is up front driving the train and he's taking it about as well as you'd imagine.
You need to stop the train.
Well, either that or he's always wanted to be a train driver and he's having the time of his life. There are 2 ways this is supposed to go, both of which involve getting the train to stop. One involves talking Kenny down and persuading him to stop the train, the other results in a full-blown fight between the 2 of you.
Shut your mouth! So you're running like a coward.
There is a third option though, where you say nothing throughout this entire conversation, either by selecting the ellipsis option or just letting the timer run out, and Kenny just doesn't stop the train.
Hey!
Unfortunately, by the time you get back to the boxcar, Duck has turned into a pint-sized zombie and murdered everyone. Then he comes after you and bundles you off the train too for an instant game over that, even in a game full of bleak moments, really is as bad as it gets. One moment you're driving a train, the next minute everyone's dead. You know, Ronan Keating was right in his 2000 solo single. Life really is a roller coaster.
Resident Evil 3 Nemesis is a game where you are chased by a monstrous creature who relentlessly follows you, refusing to leave you alone. Also the reason I don't go clubbing anymore. In the original version of the game, at various points, players were expected to make snap decisions between 2 choices, which of course affected how the game would play out. But fail to make a decision on time and the game gives you a default action. For instance, right at the end of the game, if you don't act quickly, Jill Valentine gets poisoned by a horribly blobby nemesis. Wow, that's pretty bad. I guess that's the entry. Unless, of course, there's another situation where not only does Jill hurt her fragile human body, but also her pride. Oh wait, there is. Yes, one of the most embarrassing outcomes of indecision can be found in a downtown parking garage, after the whole building shakes around you and the floor gives way right under Jill's feet. Upon trying to get back out of the hole, Jill spots two dislodged crates now hurtling down a ramp towards her. Here the player is given two options to not get absolutely flattened by cargo. Pulling yourself up is actually doable and the best option, while jumping down avoids getting hurt but means you have to find another way out of the hole to continue your journey, which isn't great. However, if you simply do absolutely nothing, poor Jill will be knocked down into the hole after being smacked in the face with a crate. Sorry, Jill, I shouldn't be laughing, but like, This option may be amusing to watch, but it's an absolute pain in the arse to play, as now Jill has to find her way out of the hole, and she's hurt. Again, sorry for laughing, Jill, but I mean, it's kind of funny? No, yes, I'm sorry.
So do you want to get one of the fish, or maybe a model ship?
How is a model ship supposed to remind me of the Citadel?
It's festive, and you like ships.
I'm an engineer, honey. I look at ships all day.
As anyone who plays a druid in D&D can confirm, travelling is always better when accompanied by animals.
Hell yeah!
Ellen knows. And when you play as Commander Shepard in Mass Effect 2, you can subscribe to the same idea. See, on your shiny new Normandy ship, the captain's quarters are now home to a rather large fish tank, which you can fill to the brim with bream. Okay, you actually fill it with alien fish that you can buy from shops around the galaxy. I just couldn't resist the alliteration. Wait, wait. Fill it with fish? Okay, I'll stop. One thing I definitely won't stop doing is feeding my aquatic amigos, because should you do nothing to care for them, well, you're going to be in for a nasty shock. See, these finned friends have quite the appetite, and you need to feed them between every single mission or assignment that you go out on. Basically, you need to sprinkle some fish flakes their way whenever you pop back to the Normandy after an outing in order to have a thriving aquarium. Ignore this, or simply forget, and eventually you'll come back to a tank full of upside-down fish floating sadly at the surface of the water. Well, I hope this isn't going to block the toilet. Indeed, you must clear out this marine massacre before you can attempt to restock the tank. For the forgetful fish lovers, you can build up your relationship with Yeoman Kelly Chambers so that eventually she will offer to take care of your fish feeding duties for you, but that also requires work. For those needing an easier pet to look after while fighting to save the universe, the very cute, very normal space hamster is far less work. Very normal.
You are the princess. Decide.
Your Majesty, Logan, please.
I am giving you power over life and death.
No, I won't do this.
If you can't choose, I will. They will all be executed. So tell me, what are you willing to sacrifice to do the right thing?
There are plenty of difficult choices where neither option is particularly good. Marmite on your sandwich or pickles? Can I not just have plain cheese? One such impossible choice can be found in the beginning of Fable 3. The day starts off optimistically enough, choosing an outfit, making out with a cute love interest, and signing a petition asking the king to help the poor.
I'd be happy to sign.
Thank you, my princess. Your support will make all the difference, I'm certain of it.
But upon finding out that there's a big protest outside, your tyrannical big brother King Logan is none too pleased about his subjects trying to do a democracy.
You will shoot to kill. Start with the ringleaders, and if necessary, continue with the crowd.
This is wrong. You can't do this. Oh!
Then when, during a cutscene, your hero decides to try and stop him, you and your love interest instead get dragged to the throne room, where Logan lumps you with one of the hardest decisions in the game.
Here stand the leaders of the violent mob. I will give you a choice. Who will be punished? These strangers, or this boy? The sentence will be death.
No, this can't be.
Hey, don't punish me for what cutscene hero did. All I did was sign a petition. Presented with the horrible choice of letting a bunch of people die versus your doe-eyed love interest die is hard enough, let alone with said love interest begging you to choose them.
There's only one decision you can make. It has to be me.
And Logan has zero time for anyone with choice paralysis. He warns you right at the gate that if you don't choose, everyone will die. And should you take too long making your choice, he'll start a countdown.
Still having trouble deciding? Let me help you. I will give you until the count of 5.
Choose me. They didn't do anything. It should be me.
Elliot, please, you are not helping. Sit there like a lemon, unable to make your mind up as to which is the lesser of two evils, and Logan will 100% follow through on his deadly promise.
You disappoint me. Take them all away. Kill them now.
And so, because you did absolutely nothing, you got both terrible options at once. Like getting Marmite and pickles on your cheese sandwich. I should have just taken the pickles.
Quiet! Move already, child!
Dishonored throws a bunch of decisions your way throughout your time with it. Do you go stealthy or loud? Do you go lethal or non-lethal? Do you steal everything that isn't nailed down or not? Yeah, no, you definitely do steal everything. How do you think you paid for that fancy mask? But there's one part of the game where simply doing nothing or not acting fast enough hands you the worst consequence of the game. Should you play in high chaos, that's killing loads of people, often loudly, then at the end of the game you'll find Admiral Havelock on a high ledge at the King Sparrow Isle lighthouse. With him is Emily, the young empress you are charged with saving from these power-hungry assholes who betrayed her and tried to kill you.
You could have sat on the throne with me behind it. But now Corvo is racing toward us, ready to dash it all to bits.
Corvo's going to kill you!
Ha!
What the game needs you to do is deal with Havelock ASAP. If you don't, Havelock will simply step backwards off the ledge with poor Emily in his arms. Oops, my bad. Even if you can be bothered to kill him, if you then do nothing afterwards, Emily will still die as Havelock's death knocks her off the ledge and leaves her hanging by her fingertips. Again, oops, my bad. Whether you let Emily fall due to sheer incompetence or try it out on purpose with the misguided idea that you, as Corvo, could somehow claim the throne, the outcome is the same. Sure, even if you save Emily, the High Chaos playthrough always creates a stressful ending where the plague doesn't go away, but Emily being in power staves off something much worse. Let Emily die due to your inaction, and the Empire of the Isles falls into even deeper chaos thanks to everyone fighting over the power vacuum left behind in the wake of her death. Because of this, the city of Dunwall falls completely to the rat plague. And where are you? Legging it as far as you can out of Dunwall.
But now, you'll be off over the horizon on an outbound ship. I wonder, are you chasing something or running away?
Hey, at least you're finally doing something now.
Animal Crossing New Horizons is a game that rewards players for regularly checking in. Whether you're just browsing the stores for new items, digging up the daily fossils hoping to complete your collection, or having a squirrel throw you a surprise birthday party. This is why you're my favourite, Marshall. This is all lovely, sure, but sometimes real life gets in the way of island life, and so occasionally it might be a while between check-ins. And what do you get for doing nothing on your island for all that time? First off, you're greeted with terrible hair that your character has to fix. Weeds and flowers will have taken over areas of your island, leaving you with a whole bunch of gardening to do. Then, worst of all, if you go in your home, you'll find it's now host to a cockroach infestation, and you can only clear it by checking every single room, chasing any cockroaches you find, and stepping on them until they turn into little buggy ghosties. Well, Blathers definitely won't be wanting that one for the museum collection. On top of that, your villagers will all say how they missed you or make a comment on just how long you've been gone. Oh god, I hope you didn't mean the cockroaches because, well, got bad news for you on that one. Still, at least my favourite villager is happy that I'm home. No! Marshall, I'll never turn the game off again. I'm sorry for leaving you. And yet I abandoned you. I'm so sorry, my sweet little squirrel boy.
Captain Walker.
Captain Walker. Yes, I remember you. Kabul, I think it was. You performed admirably under the circumstances.
Colonel, please.
I don't know if I told you that.
What's going on here?
On the outside, Spec Ops The Line might look like any other military shooter. It's got shooting, it's got the military. Pretty sure those are the two key components.
You know we're here now.
Checks out. What's less obvious when you're examining the game box is that this is actually a retelling of the famous Joseph Conrad story, Heart of Darkness, which also served as the basis of Apocalypse Now. That said, there is a fairly massive clue in that the antagonist in this game is literally called Conrad.
It's Conrad. He did it. All of it.
But it's Conrad with a K. That'll throw them off the scent. What all this means in practical terms is that the game likes to hit you with decisions that will test your morals, like do you use banned weapon white phosphorus on a bunch of civilians, or do you simply stop playing the game because that is literally the only option to progress?
You're kidding, right? That's white phosphorus.
Yeah, I know what it is.
You've seen what the does. You know we
might not have a choice, Lugo.
There's always a choice.
No, there's really not.
Hey, it's a moral decision, of sorts. Slightly more nuanced is the situation in Chapter 9 where you come across two people hanging from a road sign out in the desert, and you're presented with a choice. Either kill a civilian who was stealing water, or the soldiers sent to apprehend him, but who ended up massacring the civilian's family.
The civilian on the right stole water. A capital offense. The soldier on the left was sent to apprehend him, which he did, killing the man's family in the process.
Conrad pushes you to mete out justice by shooting one of these two poor people. And either way, there's an achievement called Damned If You Do for making that choice.
Contact! Good. Not the choice I'd have made, but you acted. That is commendable.
You're definitely even more damned if you don't though, because you are heavily punished for taking the third option, which is to do nothing at all. You see, you're surrounded by snipers, and if you take the decision not to shoot either of the hanging men, the game will show you what it thinks of pacifism.
We're out of options, Walker.
You're also out of time.
Adams!
Don't move. One step towards Lieutenant Adams, and he dies. Now judge these men. That's an order.
Hey, it's still a military shooter. You've got to do shooting. Otherwise it would just be a military.
Dubai appreciates your service, Captain.
So those are the times where the worst option was to do absolutely nothing. And you know what would be a really bad idea is to do nothing when you see these wonderful videos on screen right now that you can click on. If you click on those, you're going to be entertained even further. And if you want to be entertained continuously for however long we can keep doing this, you can subscribe and hit that like button, and then maybe YouTube will understand that you want to see more of this, and it will feed you even more. See, look, doing things is good. Yeah.